Hey guys, I'm just coming back um, with an update on my nursing school journey. It's been a minute. I think the last time I did a video was maybe 1 or 2 months ago. Um, and I just wanted to update you guys on my journey. So it has been just that, a journey. Um, this semester, I'm going to be as transparent as possible. My first exam, I bombed. I completely failed it. I got a 73% on my very first exam, and that exam was covering fluids and electrolytes um, and ABGs. And it was difficult, very, very difficult for me to grasp the concept. Um, so I was a bit hard on myself after exam one, and I tried to um, make up for it during exam two, which I did do a lot better. However, although I passed exam two, I felt like I knew the material, but the results just it didn't add up with my grades. So I was very frustrated. Even though I passed exam two, um, I was frustrated because I thought um, how do I put it? I thought that I prepared enough for exam two. Um, but let's talk about exam three. So I am in family health. Exam one and two was in adult health. I mean, I like adults and everything, but it's not really my cup of tea. I always knew that I would be interested in the women and babies. So I'm very excited about my next few exams, mainly focusing on maternity health and newborn care. So, exam three, I got a 92%, and I think a lot of it was because I was interested in the material. And I did do a lot of tweaking of my studying techniques. So we're using two books. One is Pearson, um, and the other book is an ATI book that we have to use in my program. And at the end of the ATI books, we have these active learning templates. Um, had I known about these the first two exams, I probably would have done a lot better. Um, but thank God for my family health instructor, because she introduced us to a new way of learning. And so I'm going to show you guys this template. And so here's my book. And so one of them is like the nursing skills. And it gives you like the description of the skill, the considerations, the indications, the outcomes, and evaluations, client education, potential complications, and nursing interventions. And so when you fill this out and you see a question on an exam, you know exactly what to do. It's black and white, basically. With adult health, um, I was trying to learn an exemplar and tried my best to pull out the material, but once I got to the exam, um, I just felt like I just didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what they were referring to, what they were talking about. It just seemed like really, it was confusing. I mean, I'm just going to be frank. It was very confusing. So this semester, or this exam that I just took Monday, I got my scores back and I did very well. And I want to contribute that to my learning templates. So this is something new that I've learned. I didn't know about a learning template in undergrad and my other studies, and something completely different. I had no idea about that, no idea that this was a thing until like 4 weeks ago. Um, so if you're in nursing school, I encourage you to look at the back of your book. ATI specifically has different templates you can use for different concepts. So you might have like a basic concept where you need to find out what the underlying principles are, the nursing interventions, and the related content. You can have like a diagnostic, blah blah blah. I can't talk. A diagnostic procedure, and you'll basically describe the procedure, the indications, the considerations. You'll be able to interpret it, your findings, client education, which you'll need to teach your patient, potential complications in nursing interventions. So when you fill out these templates, it's really good because, for example, I'll be taking a newborn mastery exam, and for this course that I'm in, and basically I've been doing this ahead of time. And so after I complete that exam, if I do horrible, I will have to I cannot talk tonight. Remediation, meaning all of the questions that I got wrong, I will have to submit a paper or a template explaining what I've done wrong. And I have to be able to teach that and convey that with my cohorts, my classmates. So, because I've been doing this in advance, if I do horrible on my mastery exam, I'll be able to make up some points because I'll just submit these templates and go from there. So far, this semester has been very, very challenging with everything that's going on, the pandemic, being a mom, being a wife, having a toddler, homeschooling. It has been extremely difficult. Mom guilt has sunk in, and so I'm trying to balance. So I've had like a set schedule. I don't have my planner here, but I have like a set schedule. I'm going to do work this time. I do my homework mainly at work. I'm at work now. That's why I'm recording. So I try to focus on doing my work at work and take care of my family when I'm home and make sure that I'm available to help with homework. If my husband needs me to help him. If my baby needs some attention, to give it. Otherwise, I'm going to be pouring from a glass half full, and I just can't do that. That's not an option. So, nursing, you really have to find a balance. I cannot stress the importance of finding your balance while you're studying nursing. It's so many moving parts involved in this field, and the course load is just crazy. Like, I'm not even communicating with my family, like not my immediate family, like my sisters. I'm asleep when my brother called most of the time. I'm just not as available, and I'm learning to set boundaries. Like, sometimes I'm just not available to just have small talk. I'm just not. It's not conducive to my time. I really have to manage my time so that I'm getting everything that I need first. But overall, I've changed a lot of things. My technique with studying has changed. I practically study everywhere I go. I do a lot of writing. Originally, well, actually, the rest of my cohorts, their textbooks are on their iPads. I need a physical copy of my textbook. So I purchased a physical copy of my book so that I can carry it around when I'm home or when I'm working or wherever I'm out. I just read because I just don't do well with textbooks. Um, Sleep. Get your sleep. It's needed. You cannot pass an exam cramming at the last minute. I noticed the first two times that I took my exam, I was cramming. Like I was up all night, and I'm a night owl. I work nights. I could stay up all night, but I sleep during the day. Um, Even if that is your case, it's important to get your sleep during the day. Get your sleep regardless. Um, you cannot pass an exam tired. I don't care how much you're studying. I don't care how much coffee you drink. I don't care if you're off a Red Bull or whatever it is, whatever else it is that you choose to do to stay awake. It's very important for you to get sleep. Um, I guess I can share my clinical experience with you guys. My first week, let me backtrack. When I was in med surge, um, I saw a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm at work, so I have to look at the monitors. But anyway, my first week, um, I was on med surge of nursing, and I was caring for a lot of patients who were sick, had cancer, or had some complication, or basically was at near death. Um, and it was, I don't want to say traumatizing, because what I can distinguish between caring for infants and caring for adults is that my biggest thing with um, my clinicals now is that I would be really, really um, disappointed and sad, um, and possibly depressed if I um, had to witness someone giving birth to a stillborn. And my second week of clinicals, um, she wasn't my patient. However, she was next door to my patient. And so I heard the interactions between the nurses. Um, and that was very sad, but I tried to like distance myself as much as possible. But the difference between adults and children is, or babies, is that I seek comfort in knowing that these people, these adults, were able to live their lives. They were able to, get married, um, work, and do things. They were elderly. They were sick, but they've had a chance to live their lives. And so my instructor asked me today if I would be interested in maternity care. And my clinical assignment for today was the NICU. So I was responsible for caring for babies who were premature. They were born at 24, 25 weeks of gestation, and they're having issues breathing, having issues eating, they're not gaining weight, they're desatting, meaning their oxygen, their heart rates are tanking, and the whole time I was there, my hands were like sweaty. I'm anxious. I'm nervous because I don't want this baby to die. And I was told by my nurse that many of them don't. And many of them come back 15, 20 years later just to say hello. And I found that to be very, very rewarding and reassuring. However, it is still a possibility that that can happen. So I don't think that I will work in maternity care nursing. I don't want to witness um, a baby dying. I don't want to have to be the nurse that's delivering a stillborn. And I know that death is everyone has to experience it. That's one thing that's for certain. You're going to die. But I do not want to be, I don't want to have to unpack that. I don't want to have to live that. So I probably won't go into maternity care nursing, especially in a NICU. Um, so I personally, I'm still leaning towards correctional care. I have a background in corrections and criminal justice. My first degree, I should have probably been a police officer, but my son told me no, and I was it. That's all I needed to hear. So I'm probably going to um, work at a prison and help women who are going through things um, who society may feel that they don't deserve care. Um, that's where I think I'm going to go. I do have a brother that's in prison, um, and a lot of my reasoning for wanting to go into correctional care stems from him and the care he's received. Um, so yeah, I'm still finding myself. I still have two more um, two more goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Two more semesters. Next semester would be mental health. So I will venture off into mental health next semester and see how I like that. I've always been interested in mental health. Um, my husband always told me I should be a therapist. Um, I have several girlfriends that told me I should be a therapist, but I don't think that I want to be a therapist. Um, Let me see. I'm easy to talk to, so I get where that come from. But I I feel like if I was a therapist, because I took so many psychology courses, and I learned that from experience. Most of my psychology classes, my instructors were like batshit crazy, like they were all nuts. Um, and I don't know if that's a thing or if that's just my experience, but they all seemed a little bit crazy. And so when I unpacked that and actually talked to one of my professors, she shared with me that she overanalyzed everything that she had experienced in life. Um, so much so that it carries on into her practice. And I don't got time for it. I don't have the energy to unpack it all. Um, while I know some of that is very healthy for yourself, I don't want to overanalyze my patients every inch, every day of their lives. Oh, well, maybe she's experiencing this because of X, Y, and Z. I just don't want to go that in depth because then it will have me unpacking things with my own life, and I just don't have the energy for it. So we shall see how mental health is for me next semester. I'm looking forward to it. And I will probably update you guys when I get there. But overall, nursing school is very challenging. I am not going to lie to you. It is a lot of work. And if you think it's a lot of work, if you think your course load is a lot, add like 10 times more on top of that. And that would be nursing school. Um, every week I have quizzes. Every week I have 5, 6, 7 assignments that are due. I have a ton of reading. Um, and then I have clinicals, which I have to do assignments on as well. Um, so yeah, it is. The course load is heavy. It's very heavy, and you have to manage your time well in order to be successful. This video is 20 minutes and 33 seconds, so I'm going to wrap it up. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Just wanted to give you an update. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I am doing well. I am passing. And I will update you guys once this is completed. Thanks for watching. Bye.